player that might look good in a Cavaliers jersey next year could be Montrezl Harrell. I brought this up earlier. Is Montrezl Harrell a player that you think the Cavaliers should target, and does he fit the team?
From a energy and a just bring out the dog, like that dog they trying to bring out. Yeah, that they trying to surround themselves with. Yes, because a situation where we play Atlanta or Brooklyn, we might have lost to Brooklyn, but they would have looked at that. They perspective from that game would have been totally different. Like they would have came and played Atlanta with a different type of hunger. Like they would have just came out and just disrespected Atlanta. Because I think Montrezl, like he has that personality where he's like a Draymond in terms of he brings out like that. Like what? Like hold up, he ain't gonna let them disrespect DJ, right? Or
I feel
Patrick
like I haven't
Beverly.
seen Montrezl like do that in a fair while too. I feel like playing for the Hornets and playing for the Wizards really sucked that out of him. And I think if he was to go back to a team like the Cavs,
I think
we would see that old Montrezl Harrell.
It would be back because he would actually see players who actually wants to be successful. They're hungry, right? I think he can kind of get that out in Charlotte. I don't think he had enough time to really get that out or see it. Washington was just garbage. Yeah. Washington, like I just feel like everybody was just they were just waiting for they time at the trade deadline, But the last time we seen Trez really look like Trez was the Clippers.
Right?
And that's what he was doing. And that's what he was doing. He had Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly was yelling at him. He yelling at Patrick Beverly. They yelling at Lou Will. Now, you just seen that scrappy team.
I completely forgot Montrezl Harrell played for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, that don't count.
He tried that there, but no one else wanted to. Like he was like, hell yeah, what a dunk. And then everyone else was like, yay. It was just like a shitty situation for him. I think so. The issue with Montrezl is his perimeter defense is it's average for his height and his speed and all that type of stuff. But his interior defense is lacking to me. But I just wonder if you were to partner a dude like him and Evan Mobley together, where Mobley would be the interior defender. He's a little bit bigger now. But you were able on offense that Mobley can go run that power forward again, and Montrezl was able to run the center. I just wonder if we could get Montrezl for maybe $4 or $5 million, which he's probably not going to get a lot of money in this free agency, if he would be a good guy to bring in. And dude, he has the ability to be the backup center. Like if we needed Montrezl Harrell to start at center, he could start at center. Like if Allen went down or something like that, I reckon Montrezl Harrell, even though I thought Montrezl Harrell was a very overrated player years ago, I think he's kind of picked up on me. I feel like we saw Montrezl as overrated because he was on a team where everyone was like himself. But then as soon as he got to a couple teams where it was like the fun went out of it, it seems like Montrezl was one of the only guys actually trying, and that dog mentality was out the window. And I want to see those rebuilding the Cavs episodes. And we've got some crazy guys on the Cavs. Like, dude, Jarrett Allen is one of the weirdest blokes in the NBA, but there's a crazy side of part of him. Darius Garland, there's a crazy side in him. Same with Sexton, same with Okoro. Even our coach, man, I feel like Montrezl Harrell would be a good player to bring in. A much better player than Ed Davis, for sure.
Yeah. Like, we would have more fouls, probably more technicals. But the players you said, like, Montrezl would be the best thing that ever happened for Darius Garland, for Colin Sexton, for Evan Mobley, and for Isaac Okoro. And it's not because he's just, like, he's doing all this offensively or, all this. But it's because of the energy he brings. Sometimes it's those intangibles that really, like, even though Draymond is a very talented player, it's really how he, like, communicates and just boosts up his players that really makes play. Like, if case in point, if DG did that floater twice, right? And then Montrezl get in his face, like, he can't guard.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, DG is he's gonna see that, and he's gonna attack. he's gonna start playing the way Darius Garland should be playing. He's gonna play more aggressive, and he's gonna understand he has to be playing aggressive. And I just don't feel like Darius Garland had a player like that on the roster, like because Kevin Love's not gonna do that. You know, like Jared Allen's he's not gonna do that.
Yeah,
you know. But Evan Mobley, you get Evan Mobley with Montrezl. Now you seeing a little bit more. Now he dunking a little bit more. Jared Allen, he's swatting people a little bit more. You know, I think like that's why I low key do like the idea of Cleveland trying to get Montrezl. Montrezl at a reasonable deal. Montrezl would be more beneficial long term for the Cavs than we really could put in numbers. And that's the best way to explain that.
And if I was Montrezl and I got an offer to re-sign with the Hornets on 2 years, $7 million a year, or I got an offer from the Cavaliers that was 2 years, maybe $5.5 million a year, dude, I'm taking that Cavaliers deal because he should know how much more exciting it would be to play on the Cavs, I think, than a team like them. And not just that, I think he would have a spot in the team because when I look at the 2 7-footers that we've got playing that center and power forward position, it would be really nice to bring in a guy that can maybe play the power forward if Jarrett Allen is on the court at the same time. And even though Montrezl, he can't shoot a three, he does have a nice floater. Montrezl Harrell, I feel like would be a very high energy dude to play for 20 minutes per night off the bench. And maybe he could play on the court at the same time with Jarrett Allen. Like, I feel like if you've got a team that's pretty small and you want to absolutely bully, that would be a absolutely insane thing to see. And I really, really like it. I think we could bring out 6-man Montrezl Harrell again. And like if he played 21 minutes per game off the bench, could like average 14 per game or something like that. 8 rebounds. I would like to see it. I think he'd also fit in well. He had I feel like he drew a lot of great passes from Pat Bev and Lou Will when he played with them. Imagine what he would do with like DG and whoever else we've got playmaking, whether it's a Ricky Rubio or maybe Sexton steps up next year. If Rubio even comes back as well, could still go overseas. There's a lot going on there. I think it's a success. So we both got the thumbs up for Montrezl.
Yeah, I agree.
Good.
Montrezl doesn't have to with DG. You don't got to be a scorer, man.
Yeah.